Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here, and welcome to episode 29 of my Let's Play Pickle Pack Magical 2 series. Now, I've done a bunch between episodes, and there's still a little bit left, so I'll probably get maybe two more episodes out of this series. And then I'm going to swap over to, more than likely, a pack by Iskandar, Modular Mayhem. That's where I'm aiming at the moment. It's a pack based on all multi-block machines, pretty much. There's hardly any of your your single block, like ore doubling, like this sort of stuff. There's hardly any of that. There's I believe thermal expansions in it, but it's not it's not the same. So that's where I'm heading. I don't know. It seems a bit different, and it's got a lot of mods in it that I haven't really played with, so that's the other reason for doing it. I have used this pack as the one we're doing now as a learning experience, and I think the Modular Mayhem one may work out about the same. Learn some new mods and different bits and pieces. Right, you might notice the hole in the ground here. I've left this open for a reason. I had a bit of an issue with power, mainly leading up to the next the Draconium quest, the one in here where I needed the charge blocks. They take like 1 billion or something RF each, and I was running out of power really quickly. So what I ended up doing was using one of the items I'd made earlier for one of the completion things to make all the machines from Mine Factory loaded. I pulled the steam boiler out, and I'm going to be running low on coal now. Pulled the steam boiler out, and I've set it up. Problem was I kept running out of water, so I've ended up throwing 4 more aqueous accumulators in down here, just in a little pattern here. There's water underneath each of the accumulators as well, just to give it 5 sides of water per accumulator. And these are all hardened fluid ducts leading back up to the system up here. So I will fill this back in when I get a minute. But pretty much this, now that it's cooled down, probably won't be that great. This produces steam once it gets over 100 degrees. And it produces a lot of steam. Now you might know with the thermal expansion dynamos here, the steam dynamos, they can actually run on steam as well. So I think this setup isn't quite good enough. I think with one it's fine, but with the two I did run out. Geez, you trees are noisy. I did run out of steam a bit. Now this one isn't fully upgraded. It's only got the 2 upgrades, so it only does about 320 RF a tick, where these ones do 640. So as I said, they do run on not charcoal and water. You can actually just push steam directly in, and that's how this is all set up. And I'm using the drum as sort of a buffer to make sure it's always got water. The other reason I did it is I was running out of wood. That's got 64 wood in it. That's it. The having to keep coming over and turning things off, and I was trying to work out another way of getting some power gen. And I thought I'd try that just to see what it was like. And it's not really working the best that I wanted it to, but hopefully we don't need too much more in the way of power for much longer. One of the things I have done is in here I've set up fertilizer, so I can come in and grab a bunch of fertilizer. Not that. Throw these in here and we'll go nuts. Have some trees. So, quests. Let's have a bit of a look. I've been working pretty hard. You might notice the farms are almost empty. I've turned them off for the moment. I just wanted to try and extract some of the seeds I'd thrown back in. Now, let's just start with part 1 here. You can see I've created the Ichor strapped silverwood wand. That's hiding in my inventory somewhere. Actually, it might be up in the table. Up in here. You in here? Yes, there it is there. This wand holds up to 1000 V, which is awesome. For some reason it's going down at the moment, which is odd. I don't know if it's recharging something or repairing something, or I'll be repairing my armor. I don't know. That was weird. It holds 1000 V. The charging station out here generally just flattens out because it runs out of V. I will need to get a few more nodes, but that thing is unbelievable. You know. Some of the especially the crafting for things like Ichor, where it requires, I don't know what you call the Ichorium, where it requires like 100 of each. Yeah, when I'm wearing this armor and with that wand, it's only about 50, but still you can do a bunch of crafting with the one wand. So you can see there, so there's two things, the Ichor cloth strap silverwood wand core and the Ichorium caps. So I can just show you them quickly. Ichorium caps, 4 of the Ichor, 2 of your charged Thaumium caps, which we made donkeys ago when we made the original wand, and a bit of Ichorium. And that gets us 2 of the caps. And then you also need the wand core, wherever it's hiding, up here. So that's just standard silverwood rod, Ichor cloth, Salus Mundus, Ghast here, and like 100 magic and 32 lux, is it? It's a bit hard to see. And 32 instrumentum. That gives us the wand core, and then it's just a standard case of putting the wand together is, you know, core and then 2 caps, and that gets us that big wand outside. So not that book, this book. I'll hand that in, and I'm going to get a bunch of stuff here, which is cool. Awakened Draconium and some Ichorium. That stuff will come in handy. Next quest I've done is I have made the full set of Ichorium tools. You'll see them here. And there, Ichorium and then just silverwood rods. So it was like 7 of those rods and I don't know what, 3, 6, 8, 9 Ichorium to make the set. I have made a second one of these and I'll show you why I made the second one in a few minutes. So I will dump off this material. In you go. Right, so we will claim that one. I'm not sure what the bit of bedrock's for. I think it's for getting the bedrock age. There is another age, I believe. I think it might say something in this one here. When you make the awakened versions, it can bring you to the awesome place known as the bedrock dimension. Just left click bedrock when you get the chance. So that's the pick. So yeah, I believe it's like a mining dimension really, and because the awakened one can do a 5x5 area, you know, you can mine real quick. So that's next step though. So that's for the next episode. The other thing I've done is make the standard Ichor cloth armor set here. So that's you got your robe and cowl and leggings and boots. So just standard armor set up with the boots and everything. And then the next quest is to make these augmented ones. So this one here is like a, I don't know, it's got all sorts of different things and we need to infuse it with bucket loads of stuff. I mean, you know, that's a lot of items and being a dangerous infusion. I'm not looking forward to it. Spare one of everything at least. Look, I even got to put a Thaumanomicon in there. That's pretty full on. You know, look at it. some of these infusions are getting a bit much. And then there's the other one for the boots there, same sort of deal. Look, it's got an arcane bore on it. I mean, yep. Why does a pair of boots need an arcane bore? I don't know. I don't know. So that's next step. So Pickle. And the last of the Thaumium or Thaumcraft ones I've done here is I made the magical pouch. Now the pouch. It helps if I can spell. The pouch. Fairly basic infusion. Bit of cloth, void jar, portable hole, one focus, diamond, liquid cloth, and a hungry chest with the focus pouch in the middle and aspects here. And that gets us this little beauty here. And it's massive. It can hold tons and tons. Now I did make a second pouch just to make this, but I probably should have just used this one. I don't think I'll have much of a use for it. I generally tend to not use one that I've made. Like you would have noticed with the draconium, the Wyvern armor. I've made a full set of Savicchio armor when I didn't need to. I've already got, you know, a full set here, but I didn't want to lose my current item. I probably didn't need to, as I say, but what's done is done. So yeah, that's one of the beauties of this one. Is when you open it, you can actually put items in it. It's not just for pouches. You can put, you know, these items in, and it's like carrying a backpack. It definitely holds. Whereas this one here, you can't put anything else in. It's only for focuses. Right. So I don't need Terra Steel. Golden bag's nice too. So these two are to be completed. Awesome. Nothing like a bit more storage and another ender pouch, which I might recolor for something else. So here we go. Okay, next one to hand in. I got the 16 red mana handed in. Now that is just AFK. So while I've been doing all this infusion crafting and research and stuff, I've just had the farms going nuts. And this, what's bad is that this thing here will help us with the farms, but I'm at the point now where I don't really need the farms anymore. A lot of the stuff from here to the end of the book, I've got the materials for, or I've already got most of it, and the stuff that I need can't be farmed, for example. So I've got this, and that gives us the Watch of Flowing Time, which it basically, as you can see on the bottom there, it gives bonus ticks. It speeds up time around where it is. Now this is useful for making these torches here. But to power this, as it says here, to power the watch, you need some sort of power. This uses a Klein star. So the Klein star, pretty simple to make. It requires a diamond surrounded by Mobius fuel. And Mobius fuel is created with the Philosopher's Stone and alchemical coal. That gets you 1. Remember, we needed 8. Alchemical coal is just the Philosopher's Stone and 4 coal. So just a case of, I think I used maybe a stack. I think it was a stack of coal, something like that. And I made all this alchemical coal with the Philosopher's Stone, and yeah, that got us up to this item here. Once you've got this and combine it with the table down there, and I'm just gonna rid of night time. I know it's almost morning, but when you combine this with the table, where's that spider? Spider here somewhere, being annoying. There he is. Quiet you. Alright. When you combine the EMC at the table, you can see I've upgraded mine, and I've saved it in the table. Where have I got it hiding? I think it's in here. So here it is here. I'm up to dry already, so that's 3 levels up. But the idea is you charge it by whatever EMC's in your table. You put this in here. Like you can see, this has got 763 in it. If I drop it in here, now has 800,000, and it just pulls EMC from here to store into this item here. I think you can use it the other way as well. I think it will work as, so once this number runs out, I think it will pull from the client star if it's sitting over here, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been a long time since I used that, but pretty much you can see here you got the first level, and then second level is 4 of them, so that's, you know, it's 24,500 EMC. So you throw a couple of emeralds in here, you've got 24,500. It's not hard to do. So I made the 4, I made the second level, and then I've also made the third level. So I haven't gone all the way up yet. That's a lot, but we're getting there. So I'm not sure if I need this really. I don't know fully how to use this yet, but we'll get there. So I made the iron. It gives me 2 more irons. And the next quest is to make a torturino. A torturino. If you don't know what a torturino is, you need to know what a torturino is. Basically, it allows you to speed up the ticks. So same thing as what the watch does. Speed up the ticks of the surrounding area. Now, to make the torturino, you can see in the thing here, we need these interdiction torches. Interdiction torch, some nitor, some imperio essence, some zavitio essence, a couple of redstone torches. So I've made the 8 of them. And then in here, watch your flowing time. Fingers crossed this works. Torturino, still get the watch back, so I can make more. Right, let's drop a couple of items in here. That can go in there for now. And that. And I'll show you what this does. Not exactly sure where I'm going to put it at the moment, but I'm not sure of its range either. I think, let's put it here for a second. Now, I'm not sure if it's working yet. What you can do is right click on it, and it changes its radius. So it's +2, +3, so that's 7 by 3 by 7. 9 by 3 by 7. Okay, so 9 by 3 by 9 is the biggest area. So I'm guessing that's, I don't know, 3 up and down maybe. So, and then 9 by 9. So that will actually pick up what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's probably 5 either way. So if I could, I'd put it right in the middle where the water is. And I may do that. I may get rid of the water, and I don't know. We'll see what we can do. To actually use the speed up part of it, you need to shift click. So shift right click. You see 100% increase. You can see everything just absolutely, you know, sprout to maturity straight away. 200%, 300%, 400%. So when it's like this, you can imagine, like, I don't need gold. What we got? I need to pull a lot of this out. Let's just grab these diamond seeds out. Watch this. Whoop. Instant grow. Straight up. Now the only thing slowing it down now is how quickly the harvester can pick it up. So that being the case, I could make another one with the 9x9. So that's what this is, isn't it? 9x9. And it would just, wouldn't even need the, like, this one doesn't have a lily pad. Let's try this out. Let's get some dirt. Let's have a look here. Bit of dirt. Okay. Piece of dirt. Let's get rid of that water. Right. And I'm going to grab the torch. Ooh, thought I broke it then. There we go. So same as before, right click, find by. Okay. You can see that sped up the ticks and wiped out the farm because it obviously finished up what it was doing. Now, I want to take gold out. I want to take electrum, fluix, ardite. Trying to remember which ones were the top tier ones that can work for the emerald does. Signalum can come out because we've got tons of that. Lumium can come out. Alamite can come out. Silver. There we go. Terrasteel. So, which ones are the ones that you use? I think that was alright. Alright, we'll just leave it at set the invar out too, sorry. I did make some ghast seeds because I was using ghast tiers for something. So let's look here. Sorry about this, I wasn't 100% prepared to do this bit yet, but let's turn these back on. Right, well, they're gonna start pushing stuff up there. Now let's have a look in this one. And it's blacklisted. So I'm going to put it as infinite. I'm considering... Oops, I shouldn't have put them in there. They were not the ones I wanted to put in. They're meant to go in here. Oh, you can hear them planning. No, I want you back. Come here. Oh, I got some of them. These need to go into this chest. Right. So I won't have got all of them, but I've got some of them. So let's maybe disable. So there's not allowed anything in there. I'll pretty much disable that entire farm. Same with that one. Whitelist of nothing. So that means it should go to these two only. But even that being said, I can get these and I'll stop it. You see they're pretty much instant growing, look. That's like, yeah. Impressive. What's that one? Yeah. And yeah, so that might be their way of getting that last quest that, I'll just claim this. That completionist quest, this one here. Getting the top tier essence, diamond and all that. So what I should do is make it so those ones up here, which is where they seem to be going actually. And they won't be in there long enough to get backlogged. I think I've got that one. That one is set up to not accept initiate, that's fine. It's a whitelist of miniature. And let's just, I don't know, we'll whitelist these ones. That way. The only thing going into these ones will be normal green ones, which doesn't really matter, I guess. But yeah, so that's one way of speeding up your crops a lot, a real lot, is those things. But obviously you can only get it once you've gotten that, with this pack, you can only get it once you've gotten to that that level making these. Now you can imagine these, pretty sure these recipes have been changed a little bit, especially the Torturino one. I've used it in another pack before and it didn't require the watch, so this one has been edited for it. But they're amazing. They're a little bit cheaty, obviously. I remember playing on a server once where we had it, and it was no time at all, and everyone's got infinite diamonds. So, you can see why it can be a bit of a problem, and it can cause a bit of lag. So the idea is you use them sparingly. I'll just use that one. I'm not going to make any more. But yeah, so that's all of this area done, and so this page here, we've got 2 quests to go. We are looking good. Right, I'll just quickly do this one here because you can see that it's almost there. Got this one here. This one, I curse Blake, bro. This is terrible, this one. It is make the colors of everything. So this one here is the Lapis Celestius, or however you want to call it. Let's just type this in here. I mean, you can see these yourself. That requires unstable ingots. So that was fine. I'm glad I did that other thing earlier. I don't know what that was. I'm glad I did that other bit earlier with the other infusion. Yeah, so I've done all them. Using the stable ingots helps a lot. So once you've done them, it then asks you to make coloured blocks of quartz. And then it asks you to make coloured redstone lamps. And then it asks you to make coloured stone bricks, coloured coal, coloured stone, coloured bricks, coloured wood, soul sand, cobble, just, yeah, unbelievable. Just ridiculous time, You're just getting through the next one, and then it brings up another lot of stuff you've got to do a colour for. Oh, it was doing my head in. But, I mean, the reward is worth it. You're getting a ton of bedrockium and all these semi-stable nuggets. Another green heart. So, let's throw that on. 7. And dump out. Just dump all this stuff in here. Right. So that's that one. I am working towards the metal one. You can see I've got all of it bar some steel. And I must admit, I abused the transmutation table. Honestly, this thing here, godsend for this. Now you can see I've got a little bit of steel in there at the moment. Still don't think that's enough, is it? I'm only at 48%. So now that I've got those steel ones running again, better get a little bit more. That's only another 12. But I've pretty much just been melting everything down, chucking it in through the tank. So I'm down to all I need left is steel. Enderium, all of these, the only ones that don't have EMC values is steel and not shiny. This one, the mana infused metal. The only place I could find it was by going and finding a ton of mithril in the nether. I just roamed around every bit of mithril I could. You can't duplicate it, you can't anything. Well, sorry, you can duplicate it. So obviously you put it through a pulverizer, you put the nether mithril in a furnace and you get 2 mana infused ore. You put that through a pulverizer, you get 2 ingots, or 2 dust, and then you get 2 ingots. If you use cinnabar and an induction smelter, you can see here I've had some last few that I picked up. If you put cinnabar in here with this, instead of getting 2, I think it's cinnabar. Oh no, hang on. When you're doing this one, sorry, let's just get it right. It's rich slag, sorry. With this one, if you have rich slag, so I'll show you if you use Cinnabar and Mana Infused, instead of getting 2, you get 3. Right? And then if you get the Nether Mithril and the Rich Slag, you get 3 of these. So you're actually making 6 times the amount from the one thing. So instead of getting 2 from cooking it, you get 3. So that gives you the, then 3 of them, and if you put 3 of them with the 3 Cinnabar, you're getting 9, and you're getting tons. You're getting, a hell of a lot more than if you just run it straight through a pulverizer setup. So it depends how much you want to muck around with doing it. Cinnabar you can make. Obviously there's a Thaumcraft Cinnabar. It's not the same, but you can use it. So to make this thermal expansion one, you do get it as a byproduct when you pulverize certain ores. But you can also do this. Gelocryothium and that Cinnabar will give you this. That's how I got a lot of mine. I was getting a bunch from the pulverizer here. You can see there's some there. I was getting a bunch through there, but I also got a lot that I made because I wasn't really using that Cinnabar ore. So I haven't really got a use for slag, so I've just been binning it. This can go in here for now. Whoops. Whatever I just dumped in there. Clicking is not doing so well today. That. I know I've got 2 now, but anyway. So yeah, all I'm left getting is steel. So almost there. And then yeah, that's another quest. Definitely are getting near the pointy end. So once that steel's done, another green heart, some blocks of metal which I don't really need. Great. Good timing. But this is one of the warp effects that you get from doing too much of the forbidden knowledge with the Dominancon. So I'm now getting sun scorn, and I need to get out of the light. I'm not sure if this is alright down here, but yeah, great. So they're done. The ones I've done in here, right, remember I said before I made the extra Icorium sword? That's this one here for the wither, the mob grinder. So this mob grinder required an Icorium sword. It also required 2 more Zavishio ones, so I had to make 2 more of them. And then the Mine Factory Reloaded normal grinder, some Draconium, and a Resonant Energy Cell. So that grinder also required a Sword of the Zephyr, but I had the grinder sitting in a chest, so I just reused it for this purpose. And I have put it in the Wither Spawner, but obviously I won't be able to go outside for 3 minutes. So I've made the mob grinder, claim that one. I haven't set it up for automation yet. I've just been walking in and dropping the things I needed to in there when required. Alright, what else we got? I've also done this quest here, which was Stabilize Mob Spawner. All it requires is that you right click on a spawner, a normal vanilla spawner. So I just used a blaze one in the nether. You right click on it with a draconic core. Draconic cores are not too bad wherever it's hiding at the moment. These things here, some draconium, gold and a diamond. You just right click and it stabilizes it. Once you break it, you pick it up. I think it loses its ability for whatever it was spawning, but you can teach it other things. You can get mob souls. I'm not sure how to get mob souls yet, but so I've got one of them in a chest somewhere, and I'll get another one as a reward. The other thing I've done is made all of the Wyvern tools. So should have just left what was up. So these tools here, I did reuse. I used the ones that I'd made. The only one I had to remake was another sword because I used that sword too much. And these are draconium, there's a Vicio tool in the middle, and then a Wyvern core at the top, and this Wyvern flux capacitor at the bottom. So the Wyvern core is 4 of those draconic cores I just showed you on another star, some draconium. And then this Wyvern flux is another one of those cores, and then 4 of these energy cores, which are draconic core and blocks of redstone. So it's not too bad, it's just crafting, tons of crafting. So that's that lot made. Now, I am working towards this. Hopefully, here we go. Yep, I've got the last one I need now, which is great. Wish this sun's going to go away. Doesn't they become a hassle? So I'm going to do this, and I'll do it on camera now. It is going to make our episode a little long, I think. What I might do, I might leave that for the next one. I'll do this one in the next one, and I'm going to do the portal, the blood magic spawning the demon invasion. I'll do that in the next episode too. You can see here I have done all the reagents. Okay, sunscorn's gone. It's night time as well. That's probably good. So let's just sleep here. Now the reagents into the jars is a little bit hard to understand, and I actually had to go and watch a YouTube video to work out how to transfer stuff. I had to make all of these reagents and then put them in jars, and the way you put them in jar is by using a calcinator and a jar, obviously. I can hear something sneaking up. Oh no, it's the mobs down in the spawner. Thought something was sneaking up on me. So yeah, these things here. So pretty much what you do is you put the jar down, you put the reagent in here, and if you look underneath there, there's an orb. So it needs to have an orb in it, and then you feed your reagent in through the top. And once it melts down, you'll see this area here, color. And then what you can do is using once everything's been cleared, you come up and with whatever's in there, you shift right click with this tool here, the alchemic router, and it changes to the type that's in there. You can see this one at the moment is set to terre. And once you've shift right clicked it to terre, and then you can see that brown dot, you then right click on the calcinator and then right click on the bell jar, and it will transmit terre. You can see the little particle effect. If there was terre in there now, it would be transferring it to the jar. So that's it. Once you're done, shift right click anywhere and it stops you linking from this container. And then with this alchemic cleanser, shift right click on here and it stops the destination. You can see the particle effects are now gone. So it's a little bit weird to understand at first, but once it's done, you know, once you do it, you'll understand. Right, let's dump so much stuff. Hey, didn't want to go through. There you go. Right, so yeah, they're all done, and I have placed them around the area where I'm going to spawn. The other thing I've done is rod of the unstable reservoir. Rod, this one here, which was 3 dragonstone, 2 Gaia spirits, 2 dreamwood twigs. Gaia spirits obviously from the previous episode, the fight I did. And I probably shouldn't have put that in here, but anyway. So that's that one done. And then I made Gaia mana spreaders, which these little doobies here. Dragonstone, Elven mana spreader, and Gaia spirit. Remember, Dragonstone is mana diamond through the portal. And I've just set him up down here for now. And this thing runs for ages once it starts, because this can hold so much. So I may change these. I don't know. As I say, we're almost at the end of the book, so not really going to do too much more with it. So a couple more items there. That's all of Botania done. Done and dusted. So we are very, very close. We've got 2 in here. We've got a couple in here. I'll need to work on these in between. But yeah, I will do that in the next one, which will lead to doing this bits and pieces. Actually, you know what? I think no, I will leave it for the next one. We're at 40 minutes already. That's way too long. So quickly, I will show you where I've put the ritual, and I've put it in the original mining age. The quarry's no longer in here. I moved it to the deep dark, and I have another quarry running in the Twilight Forest, mining down one of the hollow hills. But in here, I decided because this was a flat world, I'd use this area for the ritual. Now I've set up the convocation of the damned, or whatever it's called. This is a ritual here, and I've put the bell jars on top of each of the pillars. So might make this the cover photo for the episode. So this will be one of the next things to do. I do need 15 million LP, and I have 8. So we're getting there. But I do need to build up that 15 million before we can do it. So with that, guys, we're going to call this the episode. You can see I've got a bit of work to do in between. But honestly, we're almost done. Now, let me know what you thought. Yeah, what your thoughts are about the pack choice for the next one. I'm really leaning towards that Modular Mayhem. Look it up, it's on the Curse Launcher. And I do believe Iskandar is actually doing his own Let's Play of his pack. So if you're interested, you can check his out as well. But yeah, I just feel like it's an interesting idea, and I want to go with that one. As always, if you like the episode, give it a like. Share it around, let your friends know. Go to the Facebook page. If you want anything else explained a bit more, I have no problem with making up little videos if I get a chance. I am about to do night shift again at work, so it's been over a year since I've done night shifts, so it's going to be a bit tough this week. So hopefully the episodes this week will be alright. I'll see how I go, but yeah, let us know, and I'll guess I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. See yous.